Test. Can you hear me?
I'm Scott Rosselli, senior at Dutchtown. I would like to thank my teammates for pushing me to be the best player I can be throughout high school. I'm continuing my baseball career at BRCC, and I hope to be the best player I could be there.
Hey everybody, it's Zach Barrett. I'm a senior catcher, and I would first like to thank all my coaches who have made me a better player and a better person throughout all these years. And I also want to thank my parents for believing in me and supporting me throughout everything. These past 3 to 4 years playing for Dutchtown has been nothing short of great, and even through all the ups and downs, I still love being a part of the program and being with a great group of guys along with a great group of coaches. I'll be signing to play with LSU Alexandria, and my goal is to become an even better teammate and player.
Hello guys, I'm William Kibbe, a senior pitcher for Dutchtown High School Baseball. I'd like to thank all of my coaches, friends, teammates, and family, most importantly my 2 parents who have pushed me and guided me to be who I am today. With that being said, I'm most excited to attend Delgado Community College to play baseball with my big brother. Fins up!
Hi, my name is Jace. I would like to say I've had an amazing past 3 years on the Dutchtown baseball team. I'd like to thank my coaches, friends, and family for all the support throughout the years. I know my senior year did not go quite as planned, but I'd like to thank Coach Burns for giving me the opportunity to play at LCU. Go Wildcats.
Hey everybody, it's senior pitcher at Dutchtown, Gavin Morrison. I would first like to thank my parents for pushing me these last 4 years. It's made me a better person and a better baseball player. I'd also like to thank my teammates for making these last 4 years of my life the best years of my life and forming a great bond between this team. I'm excited to further my baseball career at St. Mary College, Louisiana. And go Jets!
Hi, my name's Cooper Daly. I will be attending Delgado Community College. I'd like to thank my friends for making my seasons at Dutchtown enjoyable, and my parents for always pushing me to do my best. Fins up.
Hi, my name is Jackson Burat. I'm a player at Dutchtown Baseball. I would like to thank all my coaches, from coaches pitch to tournament ball to high school ball. I'd also like to thank my family, especially my brothers, for being good role models. I'm going to be playing baseball next level at Loyola, and I would just like to thank everybody that's helped me along the way. Thank you.
Ooh, rung him up.
He's burnt. He might be burnt.
Oh! It was
He hit it off the PG sign.
Great play by Jack. Oh, what a play! Super play to get Yes, sir. Great job. Good job, Roselli. Yes, sir. Thank you. Great pick by Roselli. First pitch.
I'm Scott Roselli, senior at Dutchtown. I would like to thank my teammates for pushing me to be the best player I can be throughout high school. I'm continuing my baseball career at BRCC, and I hope to be the best player I could be there.
Hey everybody, it's Zach Berry. I'm a senior catcher, and I would first like to thank all my coaches who have made me a better player and a better person throughout all these years. And I also want to thank my parents for believing in me and supporting me throughout everything. These past 3 to 4 years playing for Dutchtown has been nothing short of great, and even through all the ups and downs, I still love being a part of the program and being with a great group of guys along with a great group of coaches. I'll be signing to play with LSU Alexandria, and my goal is to become an even better teammate and player.
Hello guys, I'm William Kibbe, a senior pitcher for Dutchtown High School Baseball. I'd like to thank all of my coaches, friends, teammates, and family, most importantly my two parents who have pushed me and guided me to be who I am today. With that being said, I'm most excited to attend Delgado Community College to play baseball with my big brother. Fins up!
Hi, my name is Jace. I would like to say I've had an amazing past 3 years on the Dutchtown baseball team. I'd like to thank my coaches, friends, and family for all the support throughout the years. I know my senior year did not go quite as planned, but I'd like to thank Coach Burns for giving me the opportunity to play at LCU. Go Wildcats.
Hey everybody, it's senior pitcher at Dutchtown, Gavin Morrison. I would first like to thank my parents for pushing me these last 4 years. It's made me a better person and a better baseball player. I'd also like to thank my teammates for making these last 4 years of my life the best years of my life and forming a great bond between this team. I'm excited to further my baseball career at St. Mary College, Louisiana. And go Jets!
Hi, my name's Cooper Daly. I will be attending Delgado Community College. I'd like to thank my friends for making my seasons at Dutchtown enjoyable, and my parents for always pushing me to do my best. Fins up.
Hi, my name is Jackson Burat. I'm a player at Dutchtown Baseball. I would like to thank all my coaches, from coaches pitch to tournament ball to high school ball. I'd also like to thank my family, especially my brothers, for being good role models. I'm going to be playing baseball next level at Loyola, and I would just like to thank everybody that's helped me along the way. Thank you.
Ooh, rung him up. He's burnt. He might be burnt. He hit it off the PG, son!
Great play by Jackson. Oh, what a play! Super play to get Yes, sir. Great job. Good job, Sully. Yes, sir. Thank you. Great pitch by Rosselli. Testing.
Y'all good? We ready? Check mic 1, 2. Gibby, we good? Hey, good evening. I just want to welcome everybody to an awesome night. An awesome night for these 7 young men, and hopefully a couple more guys to follow these guys later on in the summertime. What a great accomplishment for all of these guys and for our program. I got certain instructions. I got to stay right here, so I got a mic on. Kibby's trying to hit me on Griffin Network Live. I apologize. So I'll be in this area and just try to talk about all these guys. But I want to thank all of you for coming out. What a special time for these guys. I want to thank my coaches for being here. And I want to thank all the people that's out there that had a vital part in these young men's lives. I know they had a lot of coaches out here in the stands, in the audience tonight that played a big part in their getting this opportunity. I want to thank them for me and my coaches. Thank you all for getting these guys prepared so that all we had to do was just kind of, I don't know, maybe help guide them a little bit along the way. We didn't have to do a whole lot because they were very, very talented. And I appreciate all the efforts you guys put in. We got from the trainers to the coaches. I know today's guys do a lot of extra on their own. A lot of lessons, a lot of pitching gurus out there, a lot of strength and conditioning guys. And I just want to thank all those people who's been involved in their lives for so much that we were blessed and fortunate to coach these guys in high school. I will say this. There's a lot of things that all those people do. But there's a lot of things that we do behind the scenes that those guys don't have to do. Ms. Shelley Simmons sent me a text today. We got 21 seniors this year, and our GPA overall was a 3.8. 11 of the 21 guys made a 4.0 or better. So that's a pretty nice accomplishment for our senior class. Not that I want to take credit for that, but I feel like I stay on them about their grades and a couple other little things to kind of guide them along the way. And I want these guys to know, and I want all my seniors out there to know that baseball is just a small part of your life. Baseball is just a small part of your life, and what we do in baseball is just a small part. Hopefully, some of you guys and even some of you parents along the way got a little something out of being a part of the baseball program. I got a text message from one of my guys coming home on the bus Friday night. He was just thanking me. He said, "Coach, I just want to say thanks for everything you've done, for allowing me to be a part." He said, "I wasn't a player. Never thought that I should have been a player." He said the guys we played was more talented than me. He said, "But had I not been a part of this program," he said, "I wouldn't have met the friends that I met along the way." And he said, "I can't thank you enough." And his mom had sent me a similar text the week before. So it meant a lot. It meant a lot to know that I know a lot of people told me, "Coach, you got 21 seniors this coming year. You know, you kept 22 as a freshman. That's too many." Well, we got 7 that's signing tonight. We got 2 guys that signed college football scholarships, so that we're going to say 9. We got about 5 kids out there that are on the fence to get a possible scholarship in the summertime if they get a chance to play this summer. So we'll throw that out to about 15 or 16 guys that might get an opportunity to play after high school. So I would venture to say we got 1 guy that I know for sure was just happy to be a part of this and get some friendships along the way. And I know we got 3 or 4 other guys that could say the same. So, yeah, 21 was a lot. But I think they were well deserving of being high school baseball players, and I think they all got something out of it. So it was very rewarding for me as a coach to see these guys. I will say this about this guy, and I told these guys Friday night after the game, I said, what I remember most about this group of kids is they were gritty. Their backs were against the wall 2 Fridays ago against Mandeville, and they found a way to get it done. And then we won on Saturday. And this past week, our backs were against the wall Friday night. We didn't get it done. Okay, but they never quit. They gave us a great effort. They laid it all out on the field for us, and I couldn't be more proud of a team. And that's what I'm going to remember this group of guys about, just the effort that they gave us day in and day out. And I just want to thank you guys for that. I know you're excited about the opportunity to play after high school. I will tell you this. It's going to be a challenge, okay? It's not going to be easy. And I'm just going to say this right. It's not always going to be fun, okay? Getting an opportunity to play after high school, although it sounds fun and it looks like it's fun all the time. Where's my boy Blaze? Blaze is here somewhere. We was talking earlier, and he said, "Coach, it's a grind. It's a grind. It's tough." Talked to some of the guys that graduated last year. Hey, it's tough, okay? Different programs, different philosophies, different ways, different styles. I'll tell you this, I'm about as soft as a coach there is out there, so just understand the things that I do, allow, and put up with at times sometimes might not fly in some of the programs that some of you guys are going to. Just make sure, hey, you get up every day, you get to class on time, because sometimes they might pop in there and check on you, and if you're not there, you might not like the results. Make sure you got the right uniform every day. Make sure you're wearing the right t-shirts and shorts. Make sure your hat's straight ahead and looking forward and doing the little things. Be that guy in the classroom that's, you know, when you think they're not watching, somebody's watching, okay? Stay a little extra after in the cages and get a little extra work, because believe it or not, that shows a little something to the coaches. And just put in the time. You might have 5:30 workouts. Make sure you're there at 5:30 or earlier. Don't show up while they're starting workouts, because you're going to rub the coach the wrong way. And I'm just going to tell you, y'all going to probably play about 45, 50 games in a season. There's a lot of nights that you're going to want some opportunities that you might not get those opportunities. For some of you guys, you never really got a chance to sit the bench all the way up, okay? You never experience what it's like. I'm talking from personal experience, okay? Had a chance to play at Santa all my years, went to Delgado out of high school. I was a PO in college. There was a lot of days where I didn't get opportunities. You scratch your head, you think, man, when is it going to be my turn? When is it going to be my turn? And sometimes your turn don't ever come, okay? You got to stick with it. You got to keep grinding and keep working hard. And when you do get the opportunity, you got to step up and shine. And then you get more opportunities after that, okay? And hopefully, most of you guys are going to 2-year schools. A couple of you guys are going to 4-year schools. Hopefully, you do something in those 2 years that gets you seen, and you get a chance to go play after that, okay? That's your goal. That should be your goal, to work hard for your 2 years, make the most out of your opportunities, make an impression on that coach and your program, bring a winning culture to the team, and hopefully you get an opportunity to move on after those 2 years and play at a 4-year school. And obviously, at the end of the day, we want to get a college degree, okay? Baseball's going to end for all of us one day, okay? Hang on to it as long as you can, guys. Keep it a part of your life. I will tell you this. It's not going to keep you out of trouble, okay? It kind of guides you to make some better decisions. But at the end of the day, you guys are the ones that got to make the decisions to do the right things. And hopefully you guys get that opportunity. When you get that opportunity, you do make the right decisions. And all I'm asking you guys is to represent our school and our program, because hopefully these schools right here come back for our juniors, our sophomores, and our freshmen, and years to come back and call on and say, Coach, man, I really like the way you guys play the game. I really like their work ethic. Would love to see some more of you guys come to my program, okay? So you guys are giving us an opportunity to showcase what we have at Dutchtown, and I'm going to need you to be at your best so that coaches will call on us to get some more of our players, because we got some talented guys coming up in the future, and hopefully they get the same opportunity you get. Not every high school program gets an opportunity to sign 7 guys. This is pretty incredible. Like I said, and I think we got a couple other guys that, if they want it bad enough, and they don't mind going somewhere that maybe is not the route that they're looking to go, get their degree in, they'll get an opportunity to play and sign somewhere this summer and get that opportunity in the fall to go at least get a chance to compete. I'm going to take a quick preview, and I'm going to talk about each kid briefly. And then when I finish talking, we'll get all the parents to come up with them, watch them kind of sign, and then we'll take some pictures, and you guys can do all the pictures y'all want. I am going to go try to be a dad real quick, and I apologize, but I'm going to try to get this and sneak out. My little boy and them's playing in Live Oak, so I'm going to try to get to that little championship game and be a dad. The first guy I'm going to start on the other end. First guy, William Kibbe. Can't say enough about him. What an outstanding senior year he had. I'm going to say this about a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys are program players. And when you talk about, Coach, what is a program player? You sit around and you wait your turn. Okay, you work your tail off to get that opportunity, but when you get it, you make the most of it. Not many of these guys were starters for us last year. I don't want to take a guess at this, but I think Kibbe might have had at max 3 or 4 varsity innings on the mound last year for us. But he stuck with it in JV ball. He worked really, really hard in the fall and went out this year. And from the get-go, Coach Stoneflake just told me how great of bullpens he was having, and was one of our starters early on, and just blossomed throughout the whole season, and just was great week in and week out. and he got a chance to start for us in district and was outstanding in there. And obviously last Saturday, his last game against Vanderbilt, he was really, really special. And he's getting a chance to go to Delgado, senior William Kitty. This next young man, Gavin Morris, is getting an opportunity to go to secondary. And I'm going to say some things, and some of you guys and moms and dads and kids might say some, why is Coach saying these things? But I'm just going to say this about Gavin Morrison. I think he's going to be one of the most talented kids sitting in this table, okay? I've told my coaches this. Gavin is really, really talented. If you played pitch and catch with him, or if you got in the bullpen and you caught him, or more so if you got behind the mound and watched some of his stuff and the way his ball moves, it's really, really nasty. The biggest thing that Gavin is going to need, and I think going to a university where they play fall games, he's going to get the opportunity to do this. He just needs to go out and pitch. No disrespect to Coach, if you're saying these things about him, well, why didn't he pitch for the Griffins, okay? We're in a different situation, okay? He's going to get an opportunity to go out in the fall and go out and compete in the fall where wins and losses really don't matter, whereas during the season, hey, we got to win some games. And one of Gavin's problems, and he knows it, and he and I have talked many a times about it, he needs to be in the zone more, okay? But when he is in the zone, I'm just going to tell you right now, his ball is dancing, and he's going to be a talented young man. The bad thing for him, he probably could be a sophomore in high school right now because I think he's only 16 years old. Hold on, you Gavin? He's 17, I'm sorry. But he could be a sophomore in high school right now, okay? And probably all of these guys could be back next year. But Gavin is really, really special. He's a great kid that works really, really hard. And I think he's got a good place to go to, and I think he's going to get an opportunity to do some special things, and I'm really excited for him. Senior Gavin Morrison. I'm not going to tell the big story about Jace Bennett because we've heard it enough times, okay? But Jace Bennett is one of my all-time favorite kids after his freshman year. He was even one of my favorite guys his freshman year. It just didn't work out. And the work that he put in to get where he was his senior year, man, it says a lot about him as a young man. I hated what happened to Jace this year. For those of you that are not familiar with the program, Jace had 2 great starts for us. His first start of the year this year against Lafayette High, he threw a no-hitter. I think it was 70 pitches in 5 innings, okay, which is very minimal. Week 2, he goes to Hornville and throws another great game, throws 6 innings. And when he came in, he said, Coach, he said, I felt a little something about 5 pitches ago. Man, is everything okay? He said, no. He said, it felt weird, but I continued to pitch and threw 5 more pitches, you know. And he just kind of sat around for a couple of days and went back with some doctors, and obviously they gave him some bad news that he had a slight partial tear to one of them ligaments, okay? Didn't need no surgery if he could bounce back from it. So he did a rehab program where he was 4 or 5 weeks out, just basically in the training room and conditioning, just strengthening it. And then after he got through that phase, started tossing a little bit, just kind of stretching it out a little bit at a time. Last Friday, I think it was, before we left, he threw, I think, his second or third bullpen, just at 50 or 60%. But he's trying to work his way back so that he can pitch this fall, okay? But I will say this, when I talked to the coach from Louisiana College, he said, Coach, he said, I told him the situation. He said, Coach, I don't care, even if he has to have Tommy John. He said, I want the kid. He said, the things you're telling me about him, the way he works, he said, those are the kind of kids I want in my program. I couldn't be more proud of this kid that he's getting an opportunity after sitting out his senior year. I know he's going to do some great things over there at Louisiana College. Senior Jace Bennett. This next young man, Zach Berry, is going to LSUA. Zach did an unbelievable job for us this year behind the plate. He was a great leader behind the plate. Had a great relationship with Coach Conplay, just discussing how we attack and hitters and stuff, and really figured it out. He was always a strong catcher. He really was. His freshman year and throughout his sophomore year, when I remember playing U-High his sophomore year when he was a JV guy. Coach Morgan's like, man, Coach, there's no way you got a better catcher than him in your program. I said, we got some other guys that we like. I said, yes, he can really do it back there. but we got some other guys that are a little bit older that we feel have a little more experience. But Zach worked really, really hard this year to get where he's at. I know he put a lot of time in to get an opportunity to play at the next level. He did a great job blocking balls and limiting the running game for us. And when you can do those things, when guys are not on second base and they limit their opportunities to score runs, that is a key to always be in a baseball game. We played great defense all year. We pitched really great all year, and Zach was a big part of that. He's going to do some great things at LSU, senior Zach Berry. This next young man, Scott Rosselli, left-handed pitcher going to BRCC. Scott is another kid that's super talented. He's going to get an opportunity, and I think in the fall is going to be big for Scott because they're going to go play some games, whether they're inter squad or playing actual teams, where he's going to get out there and kind of get his feet wet and really stick with him. But Scott and I talk about this several times. The big key for Scott is he needs to be in the zone more consistent, okay? It's not a knock because I told him several times, Scott, when you just throw it around there, there's not many teams that can hit you. It comes out of his hand different. It's got a little jump on him. One of the things that Scott needs to work on, he needs to be a little mentally tougher, okay? And he knows that. But he's done a great job. He worked his tail off in the fall. These guys hit the weight room really, really hard this year. Had a lot of pride in it, got a lot stronger. And Scott is one of those guys that, with opportunities this fall and showing coaches what he can do, hopefully they get him right. And he goes out and dominates some opponents in the fall. And he's going to find himself right in the middle of the mix next year in the springtime. He's going to be really good for the Bears. Senior Scott Rosselli. Jackson's sitting here probably waiting to see what I'm going to say about him. He's kind of a quiet dude, okay? Of the three Burats that I got an opportunity to coach, I will say he's probably the quietest of the three. Not a lot of emotions come from him. But I will say this. Jake, you here? He's pretty damn good defensively, okay? I'm not saying he's the best, Jake, but he's pretty good, okay? He's one of those guys. Where's Jesse's at? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I ain't gonna lie. He's one of the most special kids that I've coached in a long time, just because the relationship I've had with the entire family. I mean, Jake was a part of our 04 team. He started school with us when we opened up the school. A couple years later, Jesse was a big part of our team. We had a lot of fun with those guys. And I just became really, really close with the family, with them, Mr. Martini, and then Jackson came along several years later. I don't know what happened, but something happened somewhere along the way, and Jackson came along. And we were fortunate to get a chance to coach one of these guys again. And I'm just going to tell you right now, if you didn't make many of our games, I don't know if I've ever seen a guy play third base, and I know we lost a really good one last year, but I don't know if we've ever had a guy defensively play third base the way this young man plays it. He has some knowledge of the baseball game that I will say is up there with a lot of the guys that I've coached. He knows it. He does some things that you don't coach. Like there's certain things that can't be coached. He has the it factor, I guess you would say. If he can get this bat going, he will get a chance to be a good player for Loyola. But defensively, he can really, really do it. And like I said, his knowledge of the game is special. I'm so happy for him and his family that he's going to get an opportunity. I can't wait to see Marty down in the maroon, down on the West Bank at Segnetta, okay, making them trips. He probably check on his cows while he's over there. But Jackson Burat's going to be great for Loyola and senior Jackson Burat. Cooper Daly, not the last but the least, but Cooper Daly, each year Cooper has been here, he got a little bit better. His game got better each year. His freshman year, he came in, he wasn't, I'm not being ugly, I'm just being straight. His tryout wasn't as good as some of the other guys, but that happened to be the COVID year, if I'm not mistaken. Was it COVID year? And throughout the COVID, he really worked really hard to get where he is today. He put a lot of time in with some other guys, and he really figured it out. He came out his sophomore year, and really you could see the growth that he had from his freshman to his sophomore year. Last year as a junior, he got a little bit better offensively. He was a big key for our success last year as a pinch hitter and as a DH at times. He had a really good year last year. Came in this year, was a guy for us, hitting early and often in the four hole. Was a big part of our offense early in the year. And then when Jace got hurt, I can't lie to you, I don't know going into his senior year, I don't know how many innings Daly had pitched. How many, Daly? Couple JV innings maybe?
Sophomore year, I threw a good bit.
Sophomore year, you say threw a good bit. Okay. Last year, not so much. And then going into this year, we felt like we had some guys. But when Jace went down, we like to start 5 guys in a week just because we don't like to burn out some guys. And I went to coach and I'm like, hey, what's your plan for next week against, who we play, coach? Zachary? Central. What's your plan for Central? And he said, coach, he said, I ain't gonna lie, he said, Cooper Daly's been lights out in the bullpen. He said, every bullpen he throws, he said he's throwing all 3 pitches for strikes. He said, I love his attitude in the bullpen. He works really hard. He said, and I'm going with him. He said, I was going to give him a start during the weekend, this coming weekend. He said, but what happened with Jace, he said, I think we push him into Tuesday's role right now. And he went out against Central. We ended up playing 9 innings that night. I think he threw 5 or 6 innings that day and was really good. The next week we go to Zachary. He shuts Zachary out. And then he pitched against a Acadiana, maybe? Acadiana? Okay. And he just kept stringing quality starts back to back. He pitched some great games for us in the district. He was really outstanding, and he had a hell of a playoff run for us as well. Pitched a great game against Mandeville in week 1. We didn't get to win, but he was outstanding for us and just did it all year long and had some big hits along the way as well down the stretch. He's going to do some great things at Delgado. Senior Cooper Daly. Again, I just want to congratulate all these guys, and I want to thank all of you guys, not only for coming out and showing these guys some support, but for you younger guys for pushing these guys. It's nothing like having depth on the bench to push guys. Guys don't just all of a sudden become really good ball players. They got to have some things to push them. And so when you guys that are just thinking you're going through the motions and practicing and you're working really hard and stepping up your game, those guys see it, and it makes them work harder. And I think it's a tribute to what you guys have done to push these guys that are getting these guys some opportunities to play at the next level. I'm going to invite the parents to come on up, stand behind your son so they can sign. And then y'all can take all the pictures you want. We got some cake at the end. And does anybody else have anything else they want to say? Congratulations. Just a piece of paper. I thought that was a banner. D-Rod, that was just a piece of paper. That's just paper. Huh? Are we waiting on the go to sign? Or are you gonna... Oh, here we go. Y'all ready? Here we go. 1. Bear, you got a pen, boy? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hey, look. What's the matter? Oh, y'all go ahead and put y'all hats on, guys. Y'all good? Hey, if y'all don't mind, I'd just like me and my coaches to get a quick picture, and then
Yes.
I'm
And after that, will you call your players that are here to come up behind them before?
Yep.
we disband?
Hey, you guys, after this one picture right here, you guys come around all these boys and take a quick picture. Good, Miss Kim?